Anyways, friend's ugly chick. Take a pasta making class. Friend's ugly chick. Jesus, this is going to be mean. Uncle Billy Boy. My friend recently got into his first real relationship. She doesn't want him hanging out with any of his friends and basically doesn't let him leave the house. Now, I got to tell you something. That's complete bullshit. Okay? I agree with she doesn't want him to hang out with any of his friends. She could be, like, controlling. But to say she doesn't let him leave the house, is this guy literally trying to leave the house and she's fucking putting him in a headlock? You know, putting him in a chicken wing or some shit? Figure 4 leg lock? No, your friend is a pussy. With a capital P dash ussy. This is what... No, he should be laying down the law. He needs to be, hey, enough. Settle down. Settle down. I'm with you, but I'm living a balanced life. Here, let me draw a circle here. This is the time I'm spending with you. This is the time I'm spending with my friends. This is my alone time. This is my drinking beer time. All right? The whole circle has to be filled with different shit, sweetheart, or I'm not going to be happy. Are you telling me you want me to be miserable? If you are, I am leaving. For good. If you're not, then fucking work with me. All right? That's what your friend needs to say before I even get through all this. Anyways, he goes, living in Buffalo, it is rather customary to go out once a week for chicken wings, beer, and watching some goddamn hockey. Oh, by the way, shout out to the Sabres. They fucking own the Bruins. It is just a regular season. I'm not trying to jinx you guys, but you guys, you're kicking our asses. You know what sucks is I taped the last game. I'm not trying to avoid an ass kicking, but, you know, for some reason I taped it and I came home and the screen was blank. I think it was actually on the NHL network. I taped the wrong one, so I actually missed it. I did read the box scores and all that type of stuff. You know, I love how you guys I keep forgetting the guy's name. Your big 6'8" goon. How you guys keep giving Bruins fans shit that Milan Lucic won't fight. Was it John Scott, whatever his fucking name? Why the fuck would you do that? Hey, let's have one of our best players, one of the best power forwards in the league, fight a guy 6 foot taller than him who weighs 50 more pounds than he does, 6 inches taller than him, whatever, 5-6 inches taller, outweighs him by 40, 50 pounds, and who's an absolute goon. There's a great trade-off. And then we'll have Lucic, who can score goals and actually play the game, sit down for 5 minutes, and all you guys do is lose a goon. Why would we do that? And we're risking having one of our best players get hurt. Why would we do that? That was like back in the day when Montreal Canadian fans would get pissed that he wouldn't fight George Laraque. You know? Because he beat up one of their fucking... I don't know who the fuck. He beat up some guy. I don't know. Someone was going, Lucic never fights anybody his size. I click up Lucic fight on YouTube. I search him. The first guy he's fighting is a guy his size who actually weighs more than 15 pounds than him. Some guy in Toronto. And he beats the shit out of him. Okay? Lucic could beat your guy up, your fucking family up, and something else to make 3. All right? Stop questioning his toughness. You can do it all you want, but I'm not buying into it. Hey, how come your best guy isn't fighting the guy that we have that can't even play? Anyways, let's continue on here. And by the way, you got to go to Buffalo. Fuck Niagara Falls. You got to go to what was it, Duffy's or Anchor Bar? I went to Anchor Bar like the one time in history they ran out of wings. I was with Verzi again. We went to Anchor Bar first. The first night, and then the second day we were going to a Sabres game. We went to Anchor Bar, and they ran out of fucking wings. So, and I got to tell you, man, they make them like nobody else in the goddamn country. So anyways, he goes, this broad won't even let him out of the house, or won't even let him out once a week for that. She has warped his brain so badly that he now thinks she is right in saying we are a bad influence on him. We've all been friends since early elementary school, for Christ's sake, and she's only known him a couple of months. Here's where it gets fucked up. He's by no means a bad-looking guy, and she looks like she got bum-rushed and was beaten in the face with a club. And for the cherry on top, she has herpes. Now, how do you know that? Unless that guy got out and told you. Bill, what the fuck do I do to wake him up? There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Come on, man. That guy is either wired to be submissive or he wasn't raised right. You know? I think a big thing, you know, with the kid that I don't have, the way I try to raise my kid that I don't have is, I just realized I've been leaning back and sitting forward, so I'm sure the volume is all over the place. I apologize. One of the biggest things you got to do with kids is you got to get them out of their shell. You know what I mean? Like I had, who the hell was... Who was it? One of my friends. I'm trying to do this because I don't like talking about people in my life. Whatever. Somebody I knew came down. They were only in their, I guess, right around the high school age, and they came down to New York. And I immediately, first thing I did, I made them like hail a cab, walk into a bodega. I showed them how it worked. If you fucking get a paper, you don't have to stand in line. Just put a quarter down and just hold it up and say Post or whatever, Daily News. You know, and got them immediately acclimated into speaking up and interacting with the fucking city. And the person within 2 days had that shit down and was like, oh man, I feel like a New Yorker. And like that's what you have to do with kids. You got to get them. You can't have those kids that hide behind your fucking leg when you're meeting someone. This is Mr. So-and-so and they're hiding behind your leg. You can't have that. You got it from fucking day one. Get them out there. Shake hands, look people in the eye, talk, and I don't know how to do it because I never had a kid, but I think it's really important to get your kid in tune with what he or she is thinking and what he or she wants. Nobody wants that situation. And if this woman is the way you're painting her out to be, this is the only type of person, because she's so fucking insecure, that she can actually be with. That she has to find somebody so weak that that person's going to allow them to just completely take over their lives. And I'll tell you what's funny is after a while, these controlling type of fucking people, they end up hating the person that they're with. They do, because they just don't respect them after a while. You know what I mean? They finally got exactly what they wanted, this person that they can use like a fucking robot, and then in the end, they don't respect them. So, I don't know what I would... you know what, dude? This is a childhood friend. I could tell you really want the guy back. You take a shot. Take an at-bat. Don't say that she's ugly. Don't mention her herpes. It's just be like... I mean, dude, you're literally trying to undo this guy's hard drive at this point. If this guy's self-esteem is this fucking low. This is, this is like why the Dr. Phil show sucks, is because somebody's going to come in here. And this is like, you're talking about this guy, I'm guessing is at least 25 years old. You're talking about a quarter of a century of thinking one way. And then you watch Dr. Phil and be like, you got to stick up for yourself. If you want to go out with your friends, you got to tell her. All right, we're going to commercial. And it doesn't work like that. And also on Dr. Phil's show, he would never do that because he would actually be supporting the fucking guy. Okay, and at the end of the day, it's a goddamn business. And who watches that show but a bunch of broads? Yet you somehow know something about it, don't you, Bill? Well, I live with a woman. She doesn't watch him anymore. I just kept making fun of how Dr. Phil looks like a crooked cop. I don't know. That guy does not look trustworthy to me at all. I mean, I'm just judging him. The same way people judge me. It's all fair. It's all fair in love and war. All right, that's the podcast for this week, everybody. I'm actually going to go to a sports bar here and watch the Islanders. I'm becoming a fucking Islanders fan. I've been watching them lately. They're turning the corner. I hated them when they were a kid just because they were awesome. And every time the Bruins would get the one time, and we never got past the Canadians back in the day. If we somehow lucked out and somebody else beat the Canadians, this is pre-1988. We basically owned the fucking Canadians since 1988. I hope you guys realize that in Montreal. You guys have not been a fucking factor in our lives since 1988. It's been great. It's been a wonderful 25 years. And I know what you guys are saying. Oh, we beat you in this playoff series, beat you in that playoff series. Hey, that shit's going to happen. We used to never beat you. All right? Good luck with your rebuilding. I'm just fucking with you. I actually like what you guys are doing up there. Okay. What am I talking about here? That's the podcast for this week. Anything I have to announce? I'm at the Wilbur Theater this weekend. Thank you, everybody, for buying the tickets. I'm going to try to give you a heck of a show. Go fuck yourselves. Don't take any shit. And if you're in a relationship like...